Hi friends, it's Jen, and it's quite windy out today. See, the trees are really moving out there, but I hope you all can hear me. But to continue from my last video about recreating childhood fun, one thing that comes to mind is, oh, and I forgot to bring my rock out. I love, and I still do to this day, I love to collect rocks. I don't have a lot of rocks. I may have a total of maybe 6 rocks. They just look nice to me when I'm out walking and they catch my eye. I'll pick it up and bring it home with me. That was one thing that I enjoyed doing when I was a kid. My dad used to have a shop, like an auto body shop out in the country. And I must have been maybe 10 years old, maybe. And there's one of the residents that lived there. There was only one, I think there was one person that lived there. And he had, I would say, a gang of dogs, Chihuahuas. And they would follow me when I used to go out exploring in that area when my dad would be busy doing his work. And that's when I discovered that I really like collecting rocks. And I found some very beautiful rocks too. Oh, I wish I would have kept those rocks. I don't know what happened to those rocks. Obviously, that was 40 years ago. But it would have been nice if I were to have kept them. But collecting rocks was and still is a joy in my life. I just find the beauty in certain rocks. And also, I would find like pieces of plywood or 4x4s there, and just scrap wood. And I would use some paint. My dad was a auto body repairman, and he also painted boats during that time. And so I would use some of his leftover paint, and I would make. I remember I painted a clown with the little cone hat and the red nose, and I think I gave it yellow, frizzy, curly hair. I don't remember what the clothing was, but I remember that, yeah, sitting underneath the very tall eucalyptus trees, and the dogs would be near me. They would either be sitting or laying down, or a few of them would be exploring around or fooling around together, the dogs. There may have been, I don't know, maybe 5 dogs, little Chihuahuas, and they're all sweet and very protective. And yeah, and I remember my love for painting, collecting rocks. And I also remember one time on the weekend, this was all during my summer vacation when I had no school. And my dad took my blue bicycle, and oh, that hawk found something. He took my blue bicycle. I didn't have my training wheels. I was already past training wheels. And so he took my blue bike out there, and I would pedal really fast out there in the country roads, and yeah, just have a really great time. And the dogs would follow behind me. They would run behind me, and they would bark, and it was just a really great, wonderful time. And that just shows me how much I really loved being in the outdoors. And to this day, I still do love being in the outdoors. However, the weather here in Texas is a little harsh during the summer. It's harsh, because the humidity is what makes it more uncomfortable. So I find myself sitting, being indoors, And when I have that opportunity, I will take it to come outside. And yeah, so by nature, I like to be outdoors. And, um, and there was also a time when then, let's see. And then lunchtime would come around. It was time for Dad to have his lunch, so we would take lunch together. And there was a little small convenience store near the area, and I remember buying prepackaged, like a little submarine sandwich this big, maybe. It was ham and cheese. Ham and cheese, that was my favorite when I was a kid. And I remember you put those cold sandwiches into the microwave. They had a microwave there. And I would put that sandwich in the microwave. And then, do you all remember, I think they're still around, the little small Martinelli glass apple-shaped jars? Apple juice, Martinelli's apple juice in a jar. Oh, those were my favorite. I felt like I was a big deal when I used to buy those those little apple juices in a jar. That really made my day. Those simple memories like that, just those type of things, the simple things, spending time with other people, and making memories with people. And at my age, to this day, when I was around 9 or 10, which is close to Liam's age, Liam's 9 years old, and remembering those moments, remembering those times when I was a kid. Very nice. And so then Dad and I would get back into his truck, and we would drive, and I would eat my sandwich and some chips. And I believe I also bought one of those old Hostess chocolate turnovers, Hostess pies. Do y'all remember the Hostess pies from back in the 80s? Oh, I remember. Yeah, and the current ones, the flavoring isn't the same anymore. It's just, no, it's not the same when I was a kid. It was like a really good, rich, tasty, delicious, not custard, but a pudding. Very nice. I really liked it. And the apple was my favorite. Chocolate and apple were my favorites. And yeah, so Dad would drive, take his lunch break, and he would drive in the country roads and look at the beautiful hills and the back roads of California. And yep. And once we were almost done, my dad would drive and eat his food too. So he would drive with one hand and eat with the other. And then sometimes he would reminisce about when he was a kid. His parents would be in the back roads, driving or something, or his brothers and things. And yeah, so those memories are what makes us, But yeah, that was a memory that came to mind: collecting rocks, painting, just finding some scrap plywood paper and just paint, drawing pictures as a 10-year-old young gal, and also spending time with my dad. Yes. So that brings me to creativity. I think all of us have a creative bug in us, and so let's leave it here, to where I challenge you, my viewers, my friends. I call you all my friends. I challenge you to think back when you were a child. What sparked you? What did you enjoy doing? What creative side of you did you have? Did you put together maybe model airplanes, or those model cars, those car models where you glue together the cars? I think I've done one before. Yeah, let me know in the comments below. Reflect back to when you were a youngster, and what made you come alive. What did you enjoy? Maybe jump roping or playing hopscotch. That's another one. Hopscotch was fun. So let me know in the comments below if you like these type of stories where I figured I'm out here anyways. I come out here, I enjoy my surroundings and enjoy this lovely weather. And I thought I would just share some time and some peace with you. Okay, friends, I thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. And pretty soon, hopefully in a couple of days, I'll have my refrigerator organizing video. Actually, it's basically just a clean out. It's time to clean out the refrigerator. Okay, friends, I thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching, friends. And don't forget, let me know in the comments below, what did you used to love to do when you were a child?